Hi, Taehyung Lovers. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel around the world. And this time, don't you dare skip the first 3 seconds, because those 3 seconds are not just an ordinary moment. This is the beginning of something that made the entire army and even the K-pop world fall silent. There was no grand stage, no comeback trailer. Yet from something that seemed trivial, Kim Taehyung sparked a global explosion that couldn't be stopped. And even more surprising, many people didn't even realize when it all began. At the end of March 2026, when the world thought this was just a pause before D10, Taehyung instead dropped a silent bomb. A simple Insta-story. Do you like cucumbers? Which sounded like a joke, but turned into theories, speculation, and even global debate. This wasn't just content. This was a signal. And today, we're going to uncover what really happened behind this moment that seemed small, but actually shifted the direction of the world attention. In this video, we'll break down chilling facts. How one simple sentence became globally trending, the hidden meaning behind the viral cucumber visual, analysis of the swim performance that's being called the boldest concept, and how BTS once again shattered Billboard in a way that seemed almost impossible. And most importantly, was all this really a coincidence, or was it carefully orchestrated with precision by Kim Taehyung? So before we dive deeper, make sure you hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, because your opinion could become part of this bigger theory. Subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And don't forget, share this video, so the world continues to see the extraordinary side and kindness of Kim Taehyung that is often hidden behind the smallest things. Because after this, the way you see Taehyung might never be the same again. At the end of March 2026, the entertainment world was once again shaken by a name that never truly leaves the spotlight, Kim Taehyung. Just 10 days before the highly anticipated moment, D10, he chose a way that was almost impossible to predict. No major teaser, no flashy promotional campaign, just a short Insta-story with a light sentence that sounded like a joke. Do you like cucumbers? Cucumbers. Yet within minutes, that sentence turned into a global conversation, trending across platforms, discussed across countries, analyzed by fans and even industry observers. That simple question triggered massive curiosity. Was this just a joke or part of a bigger strategy? This is a power that very few possess. The ability to turn the smallest thing into a worldwide phenomenon. In the circulating photo, Taehyung appears relaxed, lying down with slices of cucumber on his face. A visual that seems light, even slightly absurd. But behind it, the public once again saw something deeper. The duality that defines him. His face remains youthful, almost untouched by time. Yet his aura now radiates a stronger maturity. His jawline is sharp, his expression calm, and his gaze full of control. He looks relaxed, yet at the same time, deeply aware of his position, as if every small detail is part of a larger narrative he is building, without needing to explain it directly. What began as a light conversation then shifted to a much bigger stage when a live performance of Swim started circulating. This is where the next explosion happened, with an unusual concept. Taehyung performed by the edge of a pool, wearing a formal suit contrasted with a striking yellow float around him, a visual that seemed conflicting, elegant and casual, serious and playful, yet created a charm that's hard to explain. This wasn't just a music performance, but a bold artistic statement. He wasn't trying to appear extraordinary, yet from that calmness emerged something far more powerful, a dominating presence. Every movement felt effortless, yet the camera couldn't look away, as if there was an invisible gravity pulling all attention toward him. From the way he held a microphone to the subtle pauses in his movements, everything felt natural yet controlled. At this point, it became increasingly clear that he wasn't just performing. He was controlling how the world sees him. This phenomenon reached its peak when BTS once again made history in the global music industry. The song Swim shot to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, while their 5th studio album, Arirang, simultaneously topped the Billboard 200, a simultaneous achievement that is extremely rare, even on an international level. The facts and data speak clearly. Their dominance is not just a temporary trend, but a continuously growing force. BTS once again reinforced their status as the first and only K-pop group to achieve multiple BAKS, Billboard All-Kill, a strong indicator of their influence on the global stage. But beyond the numbers and records, there is something that cannot be measured by statistics, something that keeps the world captivated: his aura. In every fan cam that circulates, in every second of his presence on screen, Taehyung shows a magnetism that's difficult to explain logically. He doesn't need to try to attract attention, because attention comes to him naturally. From a glance to a brief pause and movement, everything feels like part of a deeper language, a language not spoken, yet understood by millions around the world. This is where the paradox appears. The more relaxed he looks, the bigger the impact. The less he seems to try, the more the world is drawn in. This is not coincidence, but a form of subtle control that very few performers possess. The question shifts. It's no longer about what he does, but how he does it without appearing to do it. From a simple question about cucumbers to dominating global charts, this chain of events feels almost unreal. Yet it is real. This is not just about entertainment, but about how one individual can move global conversations on a massive scale. How one small moment can evolve into a cultural wave that crosses countries and languages. Now the world is not just watching, but waiting for the next move, the next post, or even the next 3 seconds that might once again change everything. And behind it all, one question echoes. If something this small can create such a massive impact, what is actually being prepared for D-Day? More than that, are we merely spectators? Or have we unknowingly become part of a larger narrative he is controlling? And at this point, we arrive at one unavoidable conclusion. At the end of March 2026, the entertainment world was once again shaken by a name that never truly leaves the spotlight. Kim Taehyung. From a simple Insta-story, "Do you like cucumbers?" to an unstoppable global wave, to the expectation-breaking swim performance, to dominating global charts with BTS, everything feels like pieces of puzzle that are not yet fully complete. The question now is no longer what happened, but what will happen next? Is this just a coincidence, or the beginning of something far bigger leading up to D-Day? Write your thoughts in the comments, because your theory might be the key to this mystery. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoy content like this. If not, feel free to skip, because Taehyung Lovers never forces anyone. But one thing is certain, this story is not over. Stay tuned for the next updates only on Taehyung Lovers. Keep following every update about Kim Taehyung, because whatever happens next, the world will surely fall silent once again. Thank you and see you next time. Good night, stay safe, and be ready, because maybe the next 3 seconds will once again change everything.